Fed some baby brine today. You can still kind of see them like floating around in there. The rainbows are going nice and crazy. One more rainbow over there. Oh, my two snails. One of my snails is still alive, but this one died, I think. He's just been sitting there for like ever. Which I think he had like a crack in his shell when I brought him home, so. But yeah, snails, man. I think people don't care about how they ship snails and how they keep them. They're like, oh, it's just snails, they'll be fine. And then they don't do good, because a lot of times when I go into the fish stores, I just see all the snails dead. Oh, here, let me turn off my light. It'll help. Okay, let's see. Fed some brine over here too. I think these guys might have got a little bit more. There's quite a bit in there. Yeah, got some snails still alive in here too. No mysteries in here. Just 2 nerites in here. And then the 40 gallon, I got 3 nerites and 1 mystery. In Christian's tank, I got 1 nerite, 1 mystery. Maybe 2 nerites and 1 mystery. And then the 20 gallon, right now I just have 2 nerites. I need to go get another mystery for it. I like having a mystery snail. They're pretty cool. Yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys a little bit of feeding since I was doing it. Let's see. I was looking at these guys earlier and they were looking really good. They're just super hard to see unless they're out. See, there's one right there. I wish it would come forward and let you see its spots. Or stripes, rather. It's got some nice stripes. Oh, there's some up there. Yeah, see, they got a lot more color in them since the last time I had seen them come out. They're looking pretty good right now. Camera shy though. Can't see any from down here. Too much foliage in the way. Yeah, I need to like trim all that, but it's starting to turn into like some crazy blackbeard algae or something like that. But I'm just gonna let it keep doing its thing for right now. One thing I could do is turn the filter up. Is it all the way up? Oh yeah, that definitely turned up the flow. Yeah, that'll help. It was all the way down, so that'll help clear up the algae a little bit. I could also black out the tank for like a day. Horned nerite snail, like one of my very, very few remaining horned nerite snails. I got like 2 left. Yeah, these fish are horrible. They don't like to come out and let you see them, but they look really good when they do come out. But they got like orange and green on them, a little bit of red. They're all just hiding in the back behind those plants. We'll go check out the other stuff. I just fed the big fish. Oops. I just fed the big fish. Yeah, I got lights out in here for the plants. I almost have the plants out of the other garden, and then I can put those plants out here into the garden. Get my herb growth going on. Look at these guys. This tank just looks like so good on camera. It's really nice, really vibrant. A lot of green everywhere. Let's see if I can capture. Oh yeah, there's a nerite on the top glass, I forgot. Like, my snails are always on the top glass, it's so weird. Oh, and here's this mystery snail. I think he was still doing okay the last time I checked. Hopefully he's still doing okay. He isn't moving right this second. Yeah, but I got him from D's, and let's be honest, I really don't like D spots. Like, just not my favorite place to go. But everywhere I go, their mystery snails are dead right now. So there's a bamboo shrimp though, coming out of her little hidey hole there. Usually there's one hiding on this plant. Let me just scope it out from top to bottom. Sorry, he's like, sometimes he really hides and you can't see him. Sometimes he's up on the top leaves, sometimes he's on the bottom, like in the stem work there and stuff. I don't see him right now, so let's see. Turn on my flash, see if we can. Oh yeah, definitely get you guys a little bit better view on that bamboo shrimp. Look at that guy, he's pretty cool. A little mini lobster basically is what it looks like. Pretty cool. I have melon swords back there. I thought they were dead, but those melon swords are they're still going somehow. There doesn't look like there's any more bamboos back there. And the other day there was one on the... Oh yep, he's still back there. See him back there on the log? Okay, let me turn the flash off. See him right there on the back side of the log. He likes that filter flow. They finally figured out. Oh wait, there's two of them there. I didn't even see it. I didn't even notice because I was just looking at it through camera. But look, there's two right beside each other, just sitting right in the filter flow. Oh man, that's so cool. I really like to see them doing like what they're actually supposed to do. Makes me happy. And then if this other one wises up, he could get up on this lily, and the filter will do plenty of work to get him flow. Yeah, I bought this power head just for these bamboo shrimp, but I put it in before they even got here. And then when I put the bamboo shrimp in, they didn't even like get close to this at all. I'm like, wow. And I even went to like all this trouble to make the flow, I didn't want it to be too crazy because my fish were like swimming against it, looking like they were dying. But yeah, they're looking good back there. Let's see if I can get a better view of this. It's hard because I have a bunch of soil products. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get a better view from right here. Yeah, look at them fanning, man. So cool. Just vibrate little fans in the breeze, and then get those microscopic food particles. I guess they're liking the brine shrimp because that's what I just fed. Or they're just feeding on the leftovers. There's plenty of leftovers in this tank. I think this tank is good enough to have, you know, all those three bamboo shrimps in it. There's two of my nerites right there, and then the third nerite is on the top. Yeah, just need I like how that one's like a different color. It's like a different shade of yellow. It's like orange almost. Yeah, and I think my bristlenose are still doing okay. I just seen at least one a second ago. I don't think the bamboo shrimp are giving them any trouble or vice versa. Let's see if I can get a better look on this guy. Yeah, he's a little more red than the other two, so maybe he's not having as much fun. He should definitely get up on this leaf. I think he was the one that was on the leaf before. Here's the big fish. He already got fed, so he'll probably like swim way to the back and be a dick or something. No, he's just kind of chilling actually. Yeah, at one point in time I wanted to breed these guys, which I only have one right now anyway, but I just got this one and I was kind of thinking about breeding them, but man, I would definitely need like, I feel like I would want like a 75-gallon tank to breed these peacock cichlids, like just to be realistic. So if you're looking into breeding cichlids, like breed convicts or breed like, I don't know, something smaller, something that's only like 3 inches long, 4 inches long max. This guy just gets a little too big, and he's super aggressive. Like if I put a female in here, it would just have to be him and the female, and that's it. And then it would be like constant water changes, I bet. And he'd probably still be fighting her. I mean, he looks super cool though. Like, look at that color, the orange on his bottom fin and the white. He's got the white on the top. He looks really good. Like, I mean, he's a pretty fish, for sure. And he's pretty personable. Like, he's kind of mean, but he kind of like comes to the front and will like beg for food and stuff like that. That's pretty much the only time he comes to the front. I've had more personable cichlids. Like my Like, in my opinion, my German Blue Ram was definitely more personable than this. My German Blue Ram, I felt like he was like a puppy. Or like my pea puffer, when I had pea puffers, they were so cool. They would just come to the front and just beg you for snails or shrimp, brine shrimp, or bloodworms all day. That's just all they did. Look, this guy thinks he's getting some food. I guess I better give him something. I gave everybody else live food. Maybe I'll give him a little treat and give him some frozen food. I got some frozen Cyclops the other day. We'll maybe give him some of that. Fish drawer. Let's see here. Gotta pop this cube out really quick. And this guy usually, he just likes it better. I just feed him the whole cube. He likes it better, it seems like. As long as it actually sinks. Oh look, he's already coming to investigate. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna sit down on the ground back so he knows that I'm not gonna mess with him. Yeah, he should know that I'm not gonna hurt him or anything now. He doesn't like it when I'm like standing over his tank and there's food there. Get that, buddy. It's back there. I don't think he knows where it is. I'll have to sink it for him. There it is, dude. Hopefully he wants that. Go hunt it. Go get it. It's like, bro, you're gonna love that. Does he see it? He sees it? Oh yeah, he sees it. He's gonna get it. Get it, bro. Look, I'm like way back here. You're fine. Get it. He's being weird. Yeah, he's gonna eat like all the microscopic pieces. He is kind of like a sand sifter, so he should be okay. Oh, he popped it. He just popped it, that's all. He's scattering stuff everywhere. I guess he doesn't like that. I don't know. My other fish were freaking dying for it. I just didn't want to give him a whole... Oh, look. There he goes. Yeah, dude, what are you thinking? Like I was going to give you something that you weren't going to eat. You better eat all the pieces, too. The snails will eat it. There's tons of pond snails in there. And then they'll grow, and then I'll smash them, and he'll eat the snails, and he'll get some live food. But yeah, that's fine. He also is kind of like a... He's not a sand sifter. I did say sand sifter. I was misspeaking, but he does sift. Like he's definitely a sifter. He is not one of the Geophagus species, but they definitely do the same behavior. He will sit there and eat through the sand all day long and the rocks, spit them back out. I think he's definitely happy about that though. Yep, he looks good. I'm gonna try to not scare him by getting up. I tried to not get up too crazy right by him. Just close his tank down. And yeah, that's probably all, I guess. I don't know, I think it's dark outside. No, it's not quite dark outside actually. I guess I could show you guys the ponds really quick. Oh, my one plant that I didn't know if it was gonna survive. It's surviving. It is growing a new leaf. I'll go show you guys. Make this a little bit longer video, I guess, but that's okay. Oh look, my chicken manure smells disgusting. I'm about to take it to the garage. I think there's a handle on this, Christian was saying. They say easy. I don't think of this shit. Easy carry handle. It's got like a weird thing in the middle of it that makes it super awkward. It's like thong sandals. Or a thong. Yeah, we don't like that. Yeah, I put this in the garage. It was getting a little smelly. I just laid it on the front porch. Everything else, all the other stuff I got is not too smelly or anything, so I had to drop that. That thing is murder on my hand. That is also my bad hand though, so. Alright. We are to the ponds now. So as you can see, the duckweed, I got all this duckweed as like, me and my girlfriend were arguing about it earlier. I think it was like 5. It was like 4 to 10 pieces. I'm not sure how many. There might have been some smaller pieces in the bag, but like, it was only like 3 or 4 of these that were actually living, like these clumps like this. And it all spread pretty good. And most of it spread in this thing faster than this side because I had more on that other side and I think it gets more sun. So I took a bunch and put over here. And it's really starting to fill in nice. Oh, the water hyacinth, you can barely see that, but that is a new growth right here. If I can touch it, I'm bad at coordinating on camera. Right there is a little new growth. Oh, that's a new growth right there too, I think. And then this one has that new growth right there. This arrowhead plant has a couple new growths coming out of it. I also have spiders all over the place by this pond. They're catching some bugs for me, I guess. I think that's a spider on there? I can't tell. But there's definitely a bunch, like, there was like orb weavers over this thing last night, I'm thinking they were. But yeah, am I kidding? Yeah, this thing was growing some new leaves. And then this lily, or no, not lily, iris is growing new leaves. And then this thing's been growing new leaves for a while. It's doing pretty good. It's got a bunch of duckweed in the pot with it, which looks super dope, honestly. Having the duckweed like float up in the pots somehow. And then the horsetail rush is still going nuts. Looks like freaking Sonic the Hedgehog times 5. And then this water hyacinth is growing an even newer leaf than before. This one is growing some new stuff, and it looks like I think I have a snail. There's a snail attached right there. Is that one of the trapdoor snails? Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, that's kind of cool to see. But yeah, this thing's growing some new leaves too. Hopefully he's trying to sink it. That's how it wants to grow, I think. But yeah, it's growing new leaves. So the water hyacinth is doing good. Oh, and this thing. This is the one that I was like super worried about. If you look right there, look at that. That's a little tiny brand new tip coming out of there. And this one is doing good too. Still got a solid rhizome. So yeah, I think the determining factor on these of whether they're dead is not what the foliage on top looks like, but just whether the rhizome is sturdy. If the rhizome is sturdy, you're good. If it feels hard, if it feels soft, probably gonna die. Got a couple white clouds in there. That looks like a cherry shrimp right there. Oh, let's see if I can. I think that's a cherry. No, it's just a piece of the wood. It just looks weird on camera. There's a couple cherries that I saw earlier when I was out, but I didn't have my phone. Definitely some white clouds in here. I counted the other day, and there's still 11 in here and 6 in there. So either there's one hiding, or I lost one, like altogether since I got him, and that is really good odds. I did get a pretty close to a count on the. Sorry, my garage is disgusting. I did get a close to count on the Emerald Dwarf Rasboris, but can't count them all ever. But I definitely seen that there were 6 in there the other day. I started with 8, but I think they're just hiding because they hide really a lot. Other than that, everything has survived from Aquahuna. Yeah, I think maybe I had like 1 Nerite snail die. I think my Nerite snails came from them too. Yeah. So I had like 1 Nerite snail die and 1 white cloud. And that's like insane. That's like really, really, really good for shipping fish. And most of them died after the fact. So it could have been that I introduced too many fish at the same time, or my water wasn't ready enough or whatever. So it could also be partially my fault. There's some white clouds over here too. I know it's kind of dark. You guys can barely see those. But yeah, I just figured I wanted to show you guys. Still got gravel. I need to put gravel in a pond eventually. I could definitely do these without gravel because they got dark bottoms, but I just wanted the gravel to, if I get some plants or anything that want gravel, I can root them. Oh, and I got these, some fence posts, so I can, oh, it's raining hard now. Picked the right time to come inside. There's an old pot from our plant that we did get harvested today. And then, what was I going to show you guys? Oh, yeah. I forgot what was out here. But yeah, I went to, was trying to get some stuff for outside planting. So I was looking, everybody says to use alfalfa. So this is like horse. Like it's alfalfa Timothy hay, I think is what they call it, or straw or whatever, for horses to eat. But it's pretty much the same, like the same ingredients. I could have, if you can find just alfalfa without the Timothy, I think that's probably better, because they just say alfalfa online, but they said Timothy's not going to hurt the plants. And basically what I'm going to do is, you could either get alfalfa meal, sorry, I can't talk, you could put that on the top of your plants, your soil plants, or you could get this, which is what I'm going to do, because it was super cheap. It was like $15 for 40 pounds, which is, that's dumb cheaper than the mill. Which I'm sure it's like more concentrated or whatever, and it takes some time to make, but like I could just grind this up and put it on top too. But what I'm going to do is, after I top dress with my other stuff that I'm top dressing with, I'm just going to throw this on the top as like a mulch, like a hay layer, which is good for the plant anyway. And then slowly over time that will like break down and go inside and give those trace elements that it has to the plant. And then the other things I got, and I think everything I got, I didn't get everything from Menards, but you could get everything I have here from Menards, except for the alfalfa hay. Everywhere else didn't have everything that I needed. Tractor Supply is where I went for the alfalfa hay. You could buy that online, but like it's gonna be expensive. So I got everything way cheaper going to Walmart. I went to Walmart and got some of this stuff too, but it would have been just as cheap getting it at Menards after I looked, but I just wasn't at Menards, so I just bought it at Walmart because I knew it was pretty cheap. Way cheaper than buying it on Amazon. So the bone meal, I'm thinking this was like $8 or something like that for 4 pounds or something, 5 pounds. Okay, so this is an 8-pound bag. So the bone meal is an 8-pound bag. That was $10. I remember the 8-pound bag was $10 for sure. So this one was 4 pounds. No, 3 pounds. This is 3 pounds for like $6 for the blood meal, which was quite a bit. This is like half the price that it was on Amazon. This was like half the price that it was on Amazon. These on Amazon, you can get a small bag of these, and it's kind of expensive. It's like $20 for like 10 pounds or something like that. I was like looking at a big one. It was $40. Oh, sorry, I'll tell you what all this is. That's composted manure, which is good. Blood meal, bone meal. So these are all just soil additives. The alfalfa hay is going to go on top. This is earthworm castings, which is really, 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 really good. It's got a bunch of nutrients, and it also has like the trace elements and microbes that exist in there that will kind of like reawaken when you put them in your soil, so you have a living soil. And so yeah, I bought this for this was $12.99 for 12 pounds at Menards. So that's online it was $40 for 30 pounds. So it's like a pretty close. But if you're gonna buy a 12-pound bag online, it was like over $20. So definitely go to Menards. Probably that's the place. At least unless you guys have, if you guys have like a freaking like a fertilizer store and you're around me, if you're close to me and you have a store where you can buy all this stuff and more, like where you can buy alfalfa meal and kelp meal and mycorrhizae and all that kind of stuff, if you guys have a nice fertilizer store like that, please let me know. Please do, because I don't know of a place near me. So I'm just picking up everything I can from Menards and Walmart and stuff. Menards and Tractor Supply. And oh, they also had pelleted alfalfa. I think that you could use that because it's the same thing. It's going to have a little bit of molasses added to it, but I'm going to get molasses and add molasses to this list of things too. So, I mean, it should be okay. You just have to grind it up because it's pelleted. They had it to where it was just ground, but I couldn't find it. They didn't have it at my Tractor Supply, but you could find it for sure. So if you can find that, that's way cheaper than buying it like made for plants. Yeah, the other things that I'm going to get, I'm not going to get back guano because I have the chicken manure. Back guano is like another big one, but they say chicken manure is pretty close, and it was pretty cheap. Back guano is dumb expensive. I'm going to get mycorrhizae, probably great white mycorrhizae. And I'm going to get, there's something else. My brain's just not working fully right now. There's something else that I need. Molasses, mycorrhizae. Yeah. Oh, kelp meal. Kelp meal. That would probably be it. And I think spirulina, you could use it, actually. But I'm not sure. Oh, I'm gonna put my Cyclops up. They've been sitting out too long already. Oh, they're not that bad. They're not even really thawing yet. Okay, so sorry about that long video, guys. Have a good day in YouTube land, and I'll see you guys soon.